then. It's my great privilege to introduce Jeff to this meeting. Jeff, I assume this is your first meeting. I've only been a member for 3 years, so you may have bumped along before that.
Yeah, Sheeta has roped me in before.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
I'm excited to be back.
First time for me.
But for you, just for you, I am so happy to be here for the first time and to get to meet you. How was that?
Thank you. You're a gent. We know that lots and lots of our members have actually crossed paths with you on podcasts like Mac Voices. So I'm just going to stop my share now, and if I may, hand the meeting over to you.
All right. Well,
Right.
thank you for that
should be
wonderful
free to share a
introduction.
screen. Thank you.
And all right. So for those of you that don't know who I am, I'll give you the super fast bio. All right. So I've been in the tech journalism Apple community for a very long time. I believe you can carbon date based on how long I've been doing all of this. And some of you probably know me from my days as the managing editor at the Mac Observer. Some of you might know me from my days when I was the product evangelist for Text Expander. Others of you probably know me from podcasts, the ones that I'm on right now. Mike, you mentioned Mac Voices Live. So yes, Mac Voices Live, Chuck Joyner Show. Then Dave Ginsburg, some of you may know Dave, In Touch with iOS. Then Mike, are you familiar with British Tech Network?
Oh, no. It sounds like it should be. Oh, dear.
You should be. British Tech Network has been around for a really long time, and I am currently, I guess the long-term interim host for the Big Show and the Mac Show. So the Big Show's on Thursdays. That's general technology discussions, and the Mac Show on Fridays, and both are just like a round table, like friends getting together, chatting sort of shows. And I say I'm the interim host because Ewan Rankin has been the host of the shows forever, but his schedule changed and he's been unable to host. And so he asked me to take over for him. And my feeling is, at any time, if his schedule were to change and allow him to host again, I will just simply and very graciously hand the shows back to him. Hence deeming myself the interim host, because I still feel like they're Ewan's babies. And then I mentioned the Context Machine. Brian Chaffin, who I worked with at Mac Observer, we apparently just can't get enough of each other. So we do we continued on what had been Apple Context Machine after the Mac Observer was sold, and we changed the name to the Context Machine so that people are prepared when we talk about things that aren't Apple. We do talk about Apple a lot, but we talk about a lot of other things too. And then now I am doing freelance content creation for a lot of companies. And so I'm still in the mix, and clearly I'm still around because I'm here with you today. So thank you for inviting me to be here. It's always just a treat to get to hang out with all of you. And I absolutely love seeing a Mac user group that has leaned into the technology changes the way that you have, and really embraced that, and have found a way to create a vibrant and strong Mac user group. It's just really nice to see. So well done, all of you.
Thank you, Jeff. We greatly appreciate it. And we're very, very happy to have you here. So, all right, now all yours.
Okay. So today we're talking about the state of AI, and Sheeta, when you reached out to me about this, you asked me to frame it like what's happened in the last year.
Mhm.
And that's actually a great way to look at it. Excuse me. Although with things that have transpired, we could just look at it for the last week and we
Mhm.
can fill a whole hour.
Yes,
Easy.
we can. Yes, we can.
So we'll definitely talk about the last week or so, but let's talk some about where we are with AI right now. And actually, I want to start by setting a little bit of a foundation here so that we're all understanding what I mean when I talk about AI. So artificial intelligence, that's the term that covers a broad spectrum of technologies, which can include machine learning. And machine learning is a system where computers can take in new information and then alter how they respond based on the information that they've been collecting over time. And that's a part of AI. So when we're talking about what we have for AI today, the big thing that people are talking about is large language models. And that's things like ChatGPT, which became really big in the news about a year ago, and it has not slowed down. And we're at the point now where if you haven't heard of ChatGPT, it's probably because you're just recovering from your coma. And it's everywhere in the news, and people are talking about generative models. And that's what we're doing with ChatGPT. So it's AI, but to me, it's sort of like cheating AI, because large language models, what they're doing is statistical probability math. So you give the model a prompt, like write an essay that's 1,500 words long about the Great Potato Famine in Ireland. And then it culls together information and creates your essay based on the prompt that you gave it. So using that prompt as its guide, the model will then predict what's the most likely word to come next. And so then it generates this whole report for you. Now, sometimes this works out and you get something that you like and doesn't need much editing. Other times you get something that sounds right, but it's 1,500 words of nothing. And sometimes you get a mix where some of it's good, some of it doesn't mean anything. But then other times you'll get something that is patently wrong. And we're seeing people use the term hallucinating for LLMs, large language models, that give you wrong information, like they're actually making up information. An example of where this has gone horribly wrong: several months ago, there was a case that became news for about a week, where an attorney at a law firm had used ChatGPT to do legal research. And the reports that ChatGPT was generating for this lawyer, it included case law. It cited the legal cases. I mean, it had everything, and it was perfect, like exactly what the attorney needed. And it turns out it was wrong, and it was all fabricated by ChatGPT. the attorney didn't bother to verify that the information was correct because they misunderstood how this works, and they thought that